Sandra.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
I'm Allie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
You can go ahead and take a seat.
Okay.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, and I look forward to getting to know you. And so we'll just start off today. We have some paperwork to fill out, but we'll just do that later and at the end of the session and everything. I just want to let you know that everything we talk about today is completely confidential, and I'm not going to go around saying anything. And so you just feel free to be completely open and honest with me as much as you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
So let's get started. What brings you in here today?
Well, I just have a lot of stress and it's overwhelming. I just started a new job and I'm in training for that, and then I have school. I'm taking care of my son by myself, and it's the holiday season, so it's always a little bit more stressful when you're with the family, and just got done seeing them and then having to get ready to see them again, and it's supposed to be the time where you're supposed to go out and get your presents and shopping, and when you don't have money, that's kind of hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make sure that that I'm able to give my son what he deserves and what he should have, but I don't necessarily have the money to do that, so I have to work almost full time, and then I have school, and right now it's coming to the end for school, and so it's getting really stressful, and I mean, I'm stressing so much that I've made myself sick. I don't know if you can hear it, but I've made myself sick over it, so.
Kind of sounds like you have a cold.
Yeah, that's what happens when I stress too much.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had it happen, like, while I'm stressing. Normally I'll stress, and then when I'm done stressing and, like, everything that I've been stressing over is done, then I'll get, like, a cold or like, the flu or something. But this time, it's actually while I'm stressing.
It just, the whole aspect of being stressed out just really takes a toll on the body.
Yeah. It does. And it's hard to imagine how many different ways that it could affect me. And, I mean, I think maybe that's what's been affecting me for a while. I just hadn't noticed it until now, when everything is like just finally all coming together and crashing down on me.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot on your plate with school, taking care of your son, and starting a new job and everything.
Yeah.
We'll start with the new job. How's it going so far? And do you feel comfortable? And are you enjoying it so far? And what is your new job?
My new job is at a bank, and I do enjoy it a lot. It's a lot different than what I've been used to. Before I was assistant manager at a pizza place, so it's a complete different change. I mean, I'm still dealing with money, which I'm good at, but I have to learn a lot more new stuff. Like, everything I'm learning is completely new. And this will be my third week that I'm starting now. And so the past 2 weeks, I've worked a total of 5 days, and those have all been my training. So I'm still in the training process, and I really enjoy it.
Good.
But it's just all that information that you have to get to know. But one of the things that encourages me with it, I guess, is the fact that it's a mentor who's training me, and she says that I should never be afraid because there's nothing there's no mistake that I can make that can't be undone or fixed. So I think that takes a lot of the stress off for work.
But
I'm still making a lot of mistakes that I feel I shouldn't be, because I've always been a fast learner, and I kind of, I guess, pride myself in that. But at the same time, like, I'm still really hesitant to jump in there and do everything on my own, because I'm still so new at it, and I still don't know how to run everything. And then I have to take tests online while I'm at work, and trying to get all that done, and dealing with the holiday rush of customers wanting their money. And you know, like, I always like to make people happy, so then when you have to tell them that they have no money in their bank account, or that they withdrew too much so that they're getting charged $35 for an overdraw, or or I know we had a couple people now last week who were trying to withdraw money from an account that they didn't have permission to, or find balances to accounts that they didn't have permission to, so you had to tell them, about that, or about different policies that they should know about, but they act stupid, and it's, and the people that work there now know the customers, so they know that they're just trying to, pull the wool over your eyes or whatever. But I don't know them, so then when I don't know them, I have to ask, like, to card everybody, and then I feel bad because then they start getting mad at me because I'm like, who are you? But I don't want to, I don't want to be, like, I don't want to get in trouble if anybody comes through my window.
Right. You're just covering all your bases.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I have to cover myself.
Mm-hmm. So even, it sounds like you said you enjoy this job
Mm-hmm.
and everything so far, and it kind of sounds like that it's, even though you enjoy it, there's also that added stress because,
Mhm.
like you said, you want to make people happy, and you don't like telling them they don't have any money in the bank account, especially with the holiday season.
Right.
And so that could, even though you do enjoy your job, that can kind of act as subconscious stress and everything. So you have that right there, and then you have everything else like school and your son and everything. And it seems like it all just kind of like came up at once at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just kind of bogging you down and overwhelming you.
Right.
So is there anything that you could possibly do like that just kind of gives you like a couple hours of your own free time of relaxation that just kind of like clears your mind and just lets you relax and get back your focus?
Well, I know, like, on the way here this morning, I was listening to music and just driving and was in my own little world. And if I didn't have to come here this morning, then I would have probably just kept driving and listening to my music, and that would have been a way to clear my head. But then at the same time, that's just time that I take away from everything else
Right.
that I need to do. You know what I mean?
Do you think,
At least right now.
Do you think that maybe if you write down on a list of every single thing that you have to get accomplished within a week and go by each day, you could better prioritize and have more time for relaxation, perhaps?
Well, it's great in theory, but when it comes down to it, I've tried it before, and when it comes down to it, it's a lot easier to say than do type thing.
Right.
Because I can always have the best of intentions of getting everything done.
Mm-hmm. But other things do come up, and
Yeah, and then I have like school all day, and then I have work all day for, I have school Monday and Tuesday, and then I have work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And so basically the only time that's free is my weekends, and then I try to spend it with some of my family and friends, and at nights I spend with my son and try to do some homework.
Right.
And my son doesn't always allow me to do homework, so then the time that I do have with my son is cut short because I have to ask somebody to watch him while I do my homework. So I hate taking that time away from him because he deserves my attention too.
Right.
And like he's just at the point where he's starting to crawl. And like just the other night I was working on my homework, and my grandma came down, and we call her Nana, and she came down to watch him, and she put him on the floor since he was crawling, and he started crawling towards me, and then he like pulled himself up to me and was just crying for me.
Aww.
And I was trying so hard to get my work done, and I just wanted to cry and pick him up and hold him because, he does relieve my stress more than anything, but I still have to get the stuff done.
Right.
It's like I can't neglect my homework, but at the same time I can't neglect him. It's not that I am neglecting him. It's
Right.
just,
It's just you want to spend more time with him,
Right.
and not have homework and that kind of stuff in the way.
I think it'll be great when the break gets here because then